right, we're live. Good day, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Welcome to everyone who's tuned in on our live stream. You're welcome to introduce yourself. Let us know where you are. Jane is on our live stream. Unless you're watching the Springbok rugby, I think we start playing Japan right about now. So we're going to do a quick presentation. Only 3 minutes, then we're all going to go watch the rugby. Okay. No, our presentation is about 35 minutes, so it's not too long. It's a short, sharp invitation to come join us in this partnership that we are offering to you. My name is Rob van der Bell. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. If you have any questions, wait until after the presentation's done. I'm sure someone has been kind enough to introduce you to this business, so go speak to them after the presentation. They'll be able to assist you. Let's begin. So DuePoint is actually a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. There's Constantia's logo. That's our logo. Constantia is a registered insurance company. We have been operating successfully in South Africa for nearly 70 years. I'll touch on them a little bit more towards the end of the presentation. But suffice to say, DuePoint is a fairly new business. So as a division, we were formed in February 2016. So 3.5 years ago, DuePoint was formed when a number of factors, a number of aspirations, goals came together for the founders of this business. And this, we're going to go through those. So this is going to give you context to the relevance of our business, not only from our perspective, from your perspective. What is the relevance of a business like this in your lives? One of our biggest aspirations that we have in this business is to create social impact, positive social impact, to be part of the solution in this country. Right? And so what we designed was the social entrepreneurship opportunity so that you're able to empower yourselves to create financial impact in your own lives. Right? Instead of being at the mercy of the economy, why not build something for yourself so that you don't have to worry about what the economy is doing anymore? And so we have created this opportunity that you are free to join in. You are free to come build business for yourself, for your own benefit. And so what our mandate becomes, what we want to do, achieve in this partnership together, is to help build this business, to help build DuePoint to be greater, to be more successful, to have even greater social impact in South Africa. And how do we do that together? Well, your mandate is a simple one, and that's just to go out and connect people to this business. That's all you have to do. You don't have to convince them. You don't have to do any selling. Just go out and tell them about DuePoint, the same way you were told about DuePoint, right? Simple as that. And if you're able to do that successfully, if you're able to connect people successfully to this business, then you create channels of distribution for yourself and for us. You get to create your own channel of distribution. You become a stakeholder in our business. And this opens up all these benefits to you, right? Not only income. Yes, we create income. That's the primary objective. That's why you're here today, right? You're not here for the free tea and coffee. You're here for the money. Yes? But the nature of the income we produce is very important to understand, because this is not a commission-based business. It's not a selling business. It's not an activity-constrained business like your jobs. This is a business where you get to share in the benefits of what we call recurring income. Because you become a stakeholder in this business, and that allows you to earn money every single month in recurring fashion, not based on your activity and your time. That's what our day jobs do. Our day jobs pay us for the 8 hours we work every single day. And if you don't go to work, you don't get paid, right? And you've got nothing to show for it at the end of the day because you don't have any ownership in what you're doing at work. Here at DuePoint, that's really the antithesis, the opposite of employment. This is something that many of us are not used to. Right? And so this might come as revelation to a lot of people, because the nature of recurring income allows you to earn money even when you're not working. It allows you to make income while you're sleeping. Right? We see many wealth engineers doing that. I'll expand on that when I talk about assets. And then the power of duplication and the technology that we've invested in this business makes your jobs easier. It makes business simpler and faster and more effective. If you lean into the technology, right now we are broadcasting to the entire world globally because of the technology we have at our fingertips today. Use that technology. Use the app that we make available on your smartphone. Right, it makes business so easy. And then the power of duplication. We allow you to go out and build a team around you that can help you build a channel of distribution much faster than you can on your own. So go find a good team around you to help you build that channel, because it allows your income to grow every single month exponentially. Who would like an increase in their income every single month? Every single month. When is the last time? We never even thought that was possible in our day jobs. We're lucky if we get 3%, one every year, right? Here at DuePoint, you can give yourself a raise every single month, right? We've got lots of wealth engineers doing this. And then there's no startup capital. There's no boxes you have to buy here at DuePoint. There's no starter kits or registration fees. There's no risk. There's no risk. You have the freedom to join a business opportunity that you might even be skeptical. So right now, sitting in your seat or wherever you are at home or at work, you might be sitting there still skeptical, still with some doubt. Is this another one of those companies? I'm saying to you that even if you're skeptical, you still have the liberty to join this business opportunity because there's no risk. We're not asking you for money up front. We're not asking you to invest in boxes that you have to take home with yourself. There should be no fear when you consider joining DuePoint. That's very important, right? Because we want this business to be accessible as possible to as many people as possible. And then at the same time, we don't have qualifications or experience requirements, and you get to build something that you have ownership over. You get to build an asset. An asset means you own something. Who owns anything at the work that they go to every single day? Right? We get nothing at the work. We don't get to enjoy the upside of business. As employees, you don't get that right. But we're forced to experience the downside. We're forced to experience no raise every year. But we have to endure inflation. We get retrenched when the economy does badly. When we get to retirement, we've got nothing to show for it. Why do we work for 8 hours a day for 45 years for somebody else? Ask yourself that question. Why do you spend a third of the day working for somebody else when you've got nothing to show for it after 45 years? Less than 5% of population can retire financially independent. That means all of us, 95% of us, all of us are going to get to retirement not able to get by anymore, right? You've got to go look for another job at the age of 65. 10 million people looking for jobs at the moment. My point is start sacrificing time into building something you own. Your channel of distribution here at DuePoint, you've got legal tender over it. You own it. You can sell it. It pays you every single month. It will never retrench you. When it gets to retirement, it doesn't retire you. It keeps paying through your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, your 90s, your 100s. Who's 110 here? Anyone 110? Even if you're 110, it's still going to be paying you. And what happens to assets when you die? Do they disappear? No. You get to seed that asset, this business, this channel that you've built over a lifetime. You get to seed it to your spouse or to your children, or maybe even to your grandchildren. You get to pass real wealth down the generations. You get to create legacy in this business. And then finally, there's absolutely no selling involved at DuePoint. Aren't you happy to hear that? Yes. I bet you 100% you thought we're going to ask you to sell something. We are not going to ask you to sell anything. That is not your job. That is my job. I'm the only salesperson. Me and Brendan, we're the only salespeople here at DuePoint. The rest of you are going out and just telling people that DuePoint exists. Your job is just to get them to come to a presentation like this. That's all you have to do. Nothing more. Right? Get them to come sit down for 35 minutes of their life. Go see what DuePoint's about. No pressure. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. Just go look. That becomes your mandate. Not selling. And at the same time, the products that I'm going to show all of you later are intangible. They're financial products that speak to wealth creation and wealth protection. They are designed to help this economy, to help the community. Right? And because they're intangible, there are no boxes. Never again do you have to worry about product and stock and distribution and ordering and where you're going to put it and expiry dates, right? And so this business becomes so convenient to conduct, but your success is still dependent on your ability to build this thing called the channel of distribution. I said you build it by connecting people successfully to DuePoint, right? So I'm going to show you what one looks like. It begins with you. You have to make the decision, the intentional decision to do this business, to join DuePoint. Right? And once you join and become a product owner here at DuePoint, you're going to go out and start telling other people about DuePoint. And people will join. Don't have to worry about convincing them. You just tell them. You tell enough people, people will join. Right? In this little example, 5 people have joined. This is where the power duplication starts to show. Because those 5 people that became DuePoint wealth engineers are going to go out and do the same thing. They're going to connect other people. And so this is how your channel starts to grow over time. This is what you own. It's your asset. It's what you've built. It's what pays you out income every single month in the form of a DuePoint return. If you do nothing next month, does this disappear? Doesn't. That's why we build assets that we have ownership over. If you don't go to work at your day job next month, are you going to get paid? No. Why? Because you are constrained to activity type of business. Here at DuePoint, we don't pay for activity. We are not commission-based. We're not sales-based. We are asset-based. We create recurring income. You become a real stakeholder in a business that you help build, and you get rewarded for that. Right? So that is what a channel of distribution looks like. How do we pay our wealth engineers? It's a base return fee of $27.50 for every product in your channel. Right? In that qualified channel that you get to build, you're being paid for every single wealth engineer that's a product owner, and it depends on how close that product is to you. The closer the product is to you, the more you get paid. So if you go out and you connect 5 people, right, you're getting paid 55 Rand, because we double that 27.50 payment on your first point. You're earning 55 Rand. If you go out this weekend and connect 10 people to DuePoint successfully, suddenly you're earning 550 Rand a month. Not once off. Recurring, right? That's 6,000 Rand a year that you've made for yourself. Those 10 people go out and start connecting other people onto your second point. If you had 100 people on your first and second point, now suddenly you're earning 5,500 Rand a month. That's 60,000 Rand a year. Not once off, recurring, right? Because you're building business, you're building an asset, something that's tangible, made of people and product. You don't have to go sell. And so as your channel grows to the third point, the fourth point, you see the product gets further away from you, and the further away from you, that multiplier starts to drop steadily. All the way out to point 8. Point 8, you're still making 4% of the 27.50, but we don't limit your channel size. That's why there's a plus sign next to the 8. It means you can build your channel as big as you want to. 54 million people in South Africa. 1 million being born, 1 million coming out of school every single year. You think you're going to run out of people? There's no limitation to how much money you can earn at DuePoint. We don't place any limitation on it. Think about that, right? What we're trying to do at DuePoint is foster long-term relationships with people. Not short-term, long-term, lifetime relationships. Why? Because we understand the value of contributing time into building an asset over a lifetime. Our aspiration is to create social impact. We only do that in the long term. And I want you to think, okay, he wants a long-term commitment. Well, they never limit how much money I can earn. I can build as big a channel as I want. And I own what I build here at DuePoint. Can I make a long-term commitment? Is it worth sacrificing time into building a channel at DuePoint? I hope the answer to that is yes. People still want to understand, well, how much money can I earn over time? I don't ever understand. 55 Rand for every product. What does that actually mean, right? So we built the projection to help you understand what you could possibly be earning over a 5-year journey here at DuePoint. In your first 6 months, if you connect 2 people onto your first point every single month, at month 6, you're going to be earning close to 2,500 Rand. Now, this is a great illustration because our business is about creating liberty, about creating freedom through wealth. Through wealth, always, right? And you'll all have different perception of what is wealthy. What does wealthy mean? I'll tell you one thing that wealthy is being debt-free. No debt. No debt, no debit orders, no money outstanding on your house, your car, no debt, right? We have to use recurring income to get rid of our debt as quickly as possible. But that's your choice, because if DuePoint's paying you that 2,500 Rand a month, you're free to spend it. Consumers love to spend. People building wealth control their spending, right? If suddenly now you're earning more money from DuePoint, do you just spend more? Or do you use that money to leverage yourself to become wealthy as quickly as possible? In other words, get rid of your debt as quickly as possible. We illustrate it here. So if you don't believe me, look here. 2,500 Rand. If you go bond a 1 million Rand property, you find a nice house for 1 million Rand, you go ask the bank for a loan, they'll give you a loan, and they say you're going to pay us back over 20 years. 20 years of an installment of 11,500 rand a month, right? And you agree to that because you want to be a homeowner, property owner. And so every month you pay 11,500. You join DuePoint, 6 months later you're earning 2,500 rand. You can go spend that money in a day, or you can choose to put that money into your bond to try to pay your bond off faster. How much faster will you pay your bond off? Instead of taking 20 years, you can pay a bond off in 11 and a half years. That's nearly half the time. All you've done is put in an extra 20% into your bond, but it's reduced the bond term by nearly 50%. It saves you. That 2,500 rand is going to save you nearly 900,000 rand in interest on a 1 million rand property. The power of paying your debt off faster. At month 12, you're earning nearly 9,000 rand a month. After 24 months, 2 years, you're going to be close to 28,000 rand a month. After 3 years, you're going to be close to 50,000 rand a month. And it keeps growing because you are building something you have ownership over that can grow every single day. At month 48, you're close to 70,000 rand a month. And after 5 years, connecting 2 people onto your channel every single month without fail. I don't care if you think you're in holiday mode in November. I don't care if you're on holidays in December. I don't care if you're stressed in January. You connect 2 people every single month. It'll get you to 85,000 rand a month. That's 1 million rand a year that DuePoint's going to pay you in recurring income. See, I lost you because the number's too big now, ne? Is the number too big? 85,000 a month. Do you believe DuePoint can pay you 85,000 a month? Or do you think, no, that's too good to be true? My job here at DuePoint is to make you start thinking bigger than what you currently think. That is my job. So if you feel like you're getting a little bit excited, I want you to draw in that good feeling. Some people push it away. Oh, it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. I can't imagine myself earning 85,000 rand a month on my side job. That's why it's important for me to show you people that are doing this business, right? Because that previous example is just theoretical. It's academic. Here we've got Michael Mahoba. He's been in the business for 18 months. He's making nearly 10,000 rand a month, right? Look at how many people he's put in. He's put in 63 people. Those 63 people have found 244 people. That is called leverage. That is called power duplication. Then we've got Philip Fourie. He's down in George. He's on a farm in the middle of nowhere. He does everything on social media. Right? Doesn't mean he's lazy. He works hard on social media. Extremely hard on social media. What do you think you can do in 7 months trying to connect people on social media? 20,000 in 7 months. Where's he going to be after 5 years? This is available to everybody. We have got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different. Everybody is different. But the system is identical. You get to choose what you want out of DuePoint. No one gets to tell you what you do when you decide to engage with DuePoint. You make that decision. The person that looks back at you in the mirror, that's the one who decides what they get out of DuePoint. Nobody else. And so you have to make that decision. I'm going to ask you about the decision again at the end of the presentation. On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. This rewards you on top of the money we pay you every single month. When your channel gets to a certain size, we call them ranks. And when you get to ranks, there are cash checks, there are tools, there are all kinds of things waiting for you to show that you are being successful in this business at DuePoint, to empower you to be even more successful. Right? One of the first ones, rank 5, simple business toolkit. We give you this at rank 5, but you can get this on day 1. Go buy the merchandise on day 1. Why? Is anyone in sales? Does anyone speak to clients at the companies they work on? Do you have corporate clothing? Do you have business cards? Right? That's called branding. That's called a good first impression for the consumer. When people look at you and they go, wow, you represent the business proudly. You must do the same for DuePoint. Please get business cards. At rank 7, we give you very special business cards. Right? They cost us 17,000 rand to manufacture for one set. I'll say it again. We get one set of cards manufactured for you that cost us 17,000 rand to make. Why? Because when you sit down at a table with someone and you put a 17,000 rand business card on the table, I promise you they're going to listen more intently, take you more seriously, and trust what you have to say a little bit more. The power of first impressions. You have to embrace that. And then at rank 9, you get an invitation from DuePoint to you and your family to go on our Rank 9 International Conference. It is 7 days away. It's an all-expenses-paid trip to a 5-star luxury resort. And it's an all-expenses-paid trip. You don't spend a cent. We come and pick you up at your house. Leave your wallet at home. You don't need your wallet. You need your passport, your bikini, your Speedo. That's all you need. And we take you away for 7 days so that you can experience what wealth feels like. Because that's where DuePoint wants to take you permanently. Not just for 1 week. You need to get there permanently because of the business you're building. So take a look at our last 2 Rank 9 conference trips. This is all the footage we shot. Both destinations were in Mauritius. And I invite everyone, all of you, every single one of you can come to Rank 9. Thanks, Paul. So how would you like to join us for Rank 9? It's available for every single one of you. Every single one of you. 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 and we buy you a brand new car. We pay for that car cash, and we put it in your name. It's your car. There's no DuePoint stickers on the car. You get to go home, put that car in the garage, and know that there's no debit order at the end of the month. How much closer are you to becoming debt-free, to becoming wealthy? We are only at rank 11. We go up to rank 28. These are the small rewards, believe it or not. You can do all of this in under 2 years. 24 months. Think about that. 24 months you can get to this. And over here you're earning about 35,000 Rand a month. And you've got all of this behind you already. Rank 12 is waiting for you. Rank 13 is waiting for you. Rank 14 is waiting for you as your income grows every single month. But our business is very much built on the products that we've innovated for South Africans. We've designed products to be accessible to all South Africans without discrimination. They are designed with wealth creation and wealth protection in mind. Our products mirror the vision we have for wealth. These are not grudge purchases. Right? That's what people often think about insurance products, grudge purchase. You go ask anyone who's got a payout on a claim whether they thought their insurance premium was a grudge purchase. Never, ever, right? It is a necessity if you're wanting to become wealthy in this country. So we've got Access Wealth. It's an investment and an insurance product rolled into one. It's going to cost you only 324 Rand a month. 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund. Right? That fund sits with Sanlam. You've got full access to the fund. You can draw out the funds whenever you want. And then the insurance portion is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Anyone over the age of 18 can take out this product. It doesn't matter what your health status is. It doesn't matter how old you are. The price is the same for everybody. See, no discrimination. Wealth Guard is the same, but this is insurance only. For 249 Rand a month, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. 1 million Rand. And then we've got funeral cover in the form of Family Wealth. Probably the best funeral cover option in the country at the moment. Because for 299 Rand a month, you get 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. It covers up to additional 5 family members. You also get 10,000 Rand of debt protection. So we will pay your debt. Not only your funeral costs, but an extra 10,000 Rand for any debt that you have outstanding upon death. And then you can increase this cover to 30,000 Rand, and you can also increase it up to 10 family members. And again, there are no excluded pre-existing conditions. Your health status does not discriminate you in this product with regards to your premium. The price is the same for everybody. You have to get in on this product under the age of 70. But once you're part of Family Wealth, it becomes whole of life. Then you can live to 110 and you'll still be covered by Family Wealth. And then finally, we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points aims to lower your monthly expenditure. It aims to allow you to spend less every single month. Because what we've done is we've got engaged with all these partners that you see there. All the companies over there, we've negotiated discounts and services with them, which we pass on to our Wealth Points members. And so for 299 Rand a month, you get to enjoy all those discounts and services in the aim to lower your monthly expenditure. Right? And we are adding partners to this product all the time. You already spend money with some of those partners. Why not spend less? Take advantage of Wealth Points. If you need money quickly, we've got 2 incentives running at the moment. Achiever Quest. Achiever Quest allows you to make money quickly. In your first month at DuePoint, you can earn 16,500 Rand. In your first month. Right? Without any building or expectation of your first point building, this can just be your effort. Purely on your effort, you can earn 16,500 Rand. How do you do it? Go connect wealth engineers who pay successfully in the same month. If you do 10, we will give you 5,000 Rand on top of your returns. If you do 20 people, we'll give you 10,000. If you do 30 people, we'll give you 15,000 Rand on top of your returns. Right? And so with your returns, that'll jump to 16,500 in your first month. You can do this every single month. That's 180,000 Rand extra that you could earn every 12 months through this business. Then we've got the 365 challenge. If you can do it for 12 months, right? 30 people a month, on average 1 person a day. We call it the 365 challenge. 365 people you've got to connect successfully into the business in your first 12 months as a wealth engineer. If you can do that, there's 1.4 million Rand in benefit waiting for you. Who's making over 1 million Rand already in the day jobs? You don't have to put your hand up, otherwise everyone will come ask you for a loan when you leave here. Who would like 1.4 million Rand for 12 months of work? We all want that, right? A silly question. But now how do you make a plan? How do you change your priorities, your life, your daily routine to connect 1 person a day into DuePoint? Because if you can figure that out, if you can figure out how to connect 1 person a day to DuePoint, there's 1.4 million waiting for you. It's the 1.2 million Rand plus the 180,000 in the Achiever Quest available. And you will be statistically at about rank 13 or 14. That means you've got the business pack, the business cards, you've got the rank 9 holiday, you're taking your family overseas on a luxury trip every year. You've got the car parked in your garage. You've got all the checks along the way, and you're earning at this stage 12 months' time. So August next year, September next year, you're earning close to 50,000 Rand a month. If you decide to make a plan to connect 1 person a day for 365 days, this will set you free in 12 months. It will change your life dramatically in 12 months. You need to consider that. A little bit of background on our business, because when you leave this office, I need you to leave with no skepticism. Why? Because you can't go out and connect people if you're still a skeptic. So as I said, we're a division of a company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We have been in business for 70 years, successfully. We are a well-established financial services business, a registered insurer in South Africa. Right, we're just down the road. So our head office, Constantia's head office, is just down the road here on William Nicol. That's the old building, actually. And we are a listed company. So we're on the Joburg Stock Exchange. That means we get audited publicly every single year. The FSP number that we operate under is that one over there. If you go to the FSCA's website, so the Financial Services Conduct Authority, those are the people that regulate us because we're an insurance company. Go to their website, type in Constantia, you'll see all our licenses come up, our financial licenses. They're on display above the water cooler in the foyer. Go research our company. Go to our website. Go to Constantia's website. Go to Conduit Capital, the listed company's website. Until there's no skepticism left, we are trying to build long-term relationships. Remember that. I want you to be proud of the partnership when you join this business, because you can be proud. And it'll set you up nicely when you go out and prospect, because people will see in your eyes that you trust and believe and have passion for the business that you're out being a proponent of. And the decision slide. What is the decision I'm about to ask you? Who thinks I'm going to ask you to join? I'm not going to ask you to join. You should have made that decision already. My question, the decision I want you to make for those of you that want to be in this partnership is, what are you doing this afternoon? You want 1.4 million rand? You want 50,000 rand a month? You want to come on the Rank 9 holiday? You want a car parked in your garage? What are you doing this afternoon? Are you going back to work? Work for somebody else? Help them get to Mauritius at the end of the year? That's what we do for our bosses, don't we? We help them enjoy the benefits, the upside of business. We have to do something for ourselves. So I want you to go this afternoon, after work perhaps, and go tell someone about DuePoint. That's all I need you to do. Not to convince them to join. Just tell them, I found an amazing business. And when they see your light, your eyes sparkling, they'll say, what is going on with you? What are you talking about? What's DuePoint? And you say, come with me, I will show you. That's all you have to do. And tomorrow, do the same thing again. It's as simple as that, right? The decision is, what do you do going forward? What is your intention? What is the action? Getting started for yourself is very straightforward. Register as a wealth engineer. The person that introduced you to the business will help you do that. It's a 5-minute process. It is simple, right? We do it online. Download the DuePoint app onto your own phone. When you become a wealth engineer, get that app onto your phone as quickly as possible, because that's what's going to help you with business, right? Watch the training videos. It's education. It's the ability to change yourself for the better. It's the ability to learn skills, to grow yourself. It's something that no one can ever take away from you. This is not system training, the training we're talking about. The training is all about creating wealth. It's creating wealth. That's what the training is all about. So go immerse yourself, become an expert at DuePoint, and then if you want to start earning in DuePoint, you have to start with 3 successful connections. You've got to go get 3 people to join the business and pay in the same month. And when they do that, you're going to get an SMS in the middle of the month from your bank that says your account has been credited. Do you know that word, credited? We don't see that word often. We see debited a lot from the bank. We want an SMS that says credited. You'll read it 3 times. You'll say, did they get it wrong? Credited. Yes, DuePoint is going to credit your account every single month. And when that happens, then you will be a believer in the business. Go do that. 4 steps, straightforward to get started. Get the merchandise. We've got 20% discount off business cards if you order online. We've got the Bombela encounter coming up. This is an awesome opportunity because we're going up to Mpumalanga to Bombela to go do a business seminar there for a few hours. This is an awesome opportunity for you to get as many people there as possible so that you can start growing a business out of Mpumalanga. So go make a list of as many people as you know there as possible and invite them. It's for free. And then maybe at the end of the next month, you'll be earning money out of your channel that you've built out of Mpumalanga. Right? You can register online. As I said, it's for free. There's all the social media platforms that we're on. We're very busy. You can show off all the platforms when you tell people about DuePoint. right? To help them trust this business. Download the app for Apple and Android devices, and then I've told you about the merchandise available on our store online. And with that, I thank you for your time this afternoon, and I hope, sincerely as always, every audience I get to address, I don't know how many of you I'll see again, but whether you decide to join us here at DuePoint or not, I hope that you can find prosperity this year. How many months do we got? September, October, November, December. 4 months. Don't wait for 2020. Who's already decided 2019 is a write-off? Pray for 2020 to be better to you. No. Do it for yourself. Make it happen this year. This month you can earn money. You can have a great December. You can have a stress-free January. You can start building wealth for yourself that you own. That is my invitation to you. Thank you.